The concert hall. Javin rubbed hard on a brass rail. His grandpa rubbed on another nearby. How's that, Grandpa? Asked Javon. Grandpa inspected Javon's work. Couldn't have done a better job myself, he answered. Well worth the $5 I'm giving you. I'm sure lucky such a good help comes to visit me. Do you like being a janitor in this place? Javon asked Grandpa, rubbing some more. Javon, this isn't just a place, Grandpa said. The concert hall is an adventure. Javon looked around the building. It seemed pretty stuffy to him. The high ceiling, the red velvet seats, the brass railings, and that boring music they played here. I'll bring you here some night when all the people dress fancy. They darken the room. And then, oh, the music. It makes pictures in your head, said Grandpa. If you listen carefully, it takes you to faraway places. Grandpa pulled a small package from his pocket. I almost forgot, Grandpa said. Bought you something. Javon tore open the package and found a harmonica. He said, Thanks, Grandpa, but I don't know how to play it. Doesn't matter. You might like it, Grandpa replied. Try it out. Javon put the harmonica to his lips and blew. It sounded like a train whistle. He slid the harmonica up and down his lips. The music slid up and down too. Well, we're finished for today, Grandpa said. Meet me in the front of the stage. I have to put this stuff away. Okay, Grandpa, Javon answered. He hopped one step at a time down the aisle. He tried out the harmonica as he went. The sound echoed through the fancy old building. Javon sat in the front row, waiting for Grandpa. A few musicians came in preparing for rehearsal. One of the musicians smiled at Javon. Javon kept blowing. If I blow just right, Javon said to himself, I can do it. I can make this thing sound just like a train that passes by my house. He couldn't wait to show Grandpa. Woo, woo! Just then, the train whistle sounded again, but from on the stage, Javon looked up surprised. A man with a violin smiled and waved. He played his violin again. Woo, woo! Javon smiled back and played some more. Woo, 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 woo! Their whistles seemed to answer each other. Javon imagined two trains passing next to each other in the night. Just then, a woman at the back of the stage started playing. Rat-a-tee, tat-a-tee, rat-a-tee, tat-a-tee. She played on the drums. Javon could hear the clicking of wheels on the rails. Woo, woo, Javon played. Wee-oo. A woman on the slide trombone joined in. Javon could hear a fast passenger train screaming by. Honk, honk. Two trumpeters joined in. Beep, honk, honk. They sounded like cars waiting impatiently at a crossing. Rumble, 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 rumble. A man with a bass violin was playing now, too. Rumble, rumble. The huge engine passed over a wooden bridge. From the left side of the stage came a warning sound. Ding, 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 ding. A man tapped the bells. The train was approaching another intersection. Javon played the whistle again. Woo, woo. Suddenly, an old man with a baton walked in. He stood very tall and straight. When the musicians saw him, they stopped playing. The hall grew quiet. The old man looked around. He saw Javon sitting in the front row. The harmonica was still in his mouth. Javon sighed and the harmonica went, ooh. That was quite a remarkable train ride you took us on, said the old man. You should know, said the musician. After all, you are the conductor. Loud laughter ran through the hall. The old man surprised Javon by throwing back his head and laughing too. Grandpa came down the aisle. Well, my word, Javon, he said. This is your first musical instrument. Already you're playing with the orchestra. The hall echoed with laughter, and Javon joined in. You must be quite the musician, Grandpa said. You ready to go home now? Can we stay a little bit longer, Grandpa? Asked Javon. I want to hear what else they can do. Grandpa asked the conductor if it was all right. Why not? Said the gray-haired man. Anybody who likes classical music is welcome to stay. Grandpa grinned and poked Javon. He and Grandpa sat down on the plush seats. The two listened with their eyes closed as the 1 o'clock practice began, a private concert just for them. Number 6. Which sentence best describes the relationship between Grandpa and Javon? Answer 2. Choose 2. A. How's that, Grandpa? Asked Javon. B. I'm sure lucky such good help comes to visit me. C. I can make this thing sound just like the train that passes by my house. D. He couldn't wait to show Grandpa. E. The two listened with their eyes closed on as the 1 o'clock practice began, a private concert just for them. Number 7. How does Javon's point of view change after playing with the orchestra? A. He thinks their music is boring. B. He decides he wants to learn to play the harmonica. C. He realizes that classical music can be interesting. D. He realizes that he enjoys riding trains. Number 8. Select the sentence that best describes how Grandpa's point of view is different from Javon's at the beginning of the story. Javon, this isn't just a place, Grandpa said. The concert hall is an adventure. Javon looked around the building. It seemed pretty stuffy to him. The high ceiling, the red velvet seats, the brass railings, and that boring music they played here. I'll bring you here some night when all the people dress fancy. They darken the room, and then, oh, the music. It makes pictures in your head, said Grandpa. If you listen carefully, it takes you to faraway places. Number 9. Read the sentences. From the left side of the stage came a warning sound. Ding, 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 ding. A man tapped with the bells. The train was approaching another intersection. What does the author tell the reader with the use of the word train? Choose 2. A. Javon wishes he were on a train. B. The musicians are playing the instruments on a train. C. The sounds of the instruments remind Javon of the sounds of a train. D. People play harmonicas on a train. E. The instruments and musicians work together to create a unique sound. Number 10. What instrument does Grandpa give to Javon? A. A train whistle. B. A violin. C. A trumpet. D. A harmonica.